Hi everyone, it's Baby Cameron here. Welcome to a new video. Today I will be doing some paper magic using products from the Tonic Craft Kit number 25, and I'm going to be transforming flat and lifeless pieces of cardstock into beautiful paper craft projects. I'm going to be making 4 projects for you in this video, and I have 2 bonus projects. This Christmas lantern here and something else totally unexpected. And I'm loving this guy because it's a super simple and silly project, but it makes you smile. It makes smile my daughter, and that was enough for me. And it makes me smile as well. So this little frog was made using the 2 dies included in the die set that comes in the kit, and it will hold a treat or anything little that fit in those little arms as well, and you can just latch on the frog legs and it will hold the things in place. If you love punch art as I do, you will love making various and different animals also using these little cuddling arms. So let's say that these are cuddling arms and it holds the trick perfectly. Okay, the Tonic Craft Kit number 25 also includes a preview of the new Nuvo Blue Blossom Color Trend collection, and from September all the products from the Nuvo range will be available in these beautiful pink and blue colors. So all the products included in this kit, including the confetti, the sequins, Nuvo drops, Nuvo embellishment mousse, and also paper in different textures, quality, and thickness, are from this new Nuvo color trend. The kit also includes tweezers and a package of 10 blisters designed to create checkers that coordinates with some of the dies included in the kit. And this 23 pieces die set included in the kit is designed to create 3 different lantern box designs. This die here will cut the panels of the box, and these 3 dies here will cut the bottom of the box. So I'm going to show you here what I mean. So with this die here, you will make the bottom for a pentagonal box. This one here, a square box. And I'm going to show you later on a triangular box that you can create also with this die set. It has any other die set by Tonic Studios. You will also get a variety of decorative dies that you can use to create decorative elements for your cards. You will get scallop edge dies here or solid edge dies, and also dies to die cut intricate detail. The sky's the limit when it comes to cut the paper with these dies. You will also get these 4 layering dies here that coordinates also with the blisters included in the kit. They have different decorative edges as well. So these dies also coordinates with these intricate dies here, you see there, and this has been designed to decorate the side panels of the box. This die set also includes a die to cut the handle of the box and some die cut words and also florals that I will be showing later on. So I'm going to cut the paper here just to show you how I put the box together. And I want to show you also something is that this die cutting machine doesn't mark the paper. You can see there how smooth the paper looks. Even though my plate is well worn, it never creates marks on the paper, and it cut the paper like butter. I already die cut 5 panels because we are making a pentagonal box, right? And I'm going to fold and score over the scoring lines created by the dies. I'm going to use a bone folder to burnish the paper a little bit more, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the other panels. Before going to the next step, you can die cut the panels using any of the dies if you want to create a window. I'm going to keep this very simple just to show you how I put the box together. So what I do is aligning the scoring lines of the different panels just like you can see there, and I'm adhering this using Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. When the side panels of the box are in place, I just try to see if everything is aligned, and I also fold the paper a little bit just to give it a little bit of shape. Next, I'm going to apply glue in this flap here, and I'm going to adhere the box together like that. When this is done, I then glue these little flaps at the top of the box, and I'm being very careful because this is an essential step to get a perfectly shaped box. And the next thing I'm going to do is to adhere these flaps here. I just help myself by pulling the paper, also holding the paper in place. So if you see here, all these seams are aligned. And I'm going to show you here how I do the whole top of the box just for your information. But what I do is to repeat the same process. And after making several boxes, I just found that this is a very effective way to construct this box. So I start by the side panels and working towards the top of the box. I then glue the top of the box, and I bend and fold the paper again to give it a little bit of shape and to be able to handle the paper a little bit better. So all I do is just honestly gluing the little flaps just like that. So this is super easy. And if you see there from above, you can see the perfect shape, that perfect pentagon. It's just beautiful. The next thing I do is to adhere the bottom of this box. And to do that, I die cut a pentagonal piece of cardstock. At the beginning of the video, I show you how I did that. And I'm going to glue it just there. So this can be a flap like that. So glue the whole bottom of the box in place. When I was doing this, I forgot the camera and I put my head in the middle. So I could not show you that step, but I promise it's super easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the next sample. To create the handle of the box, I die cut two identical pieces of cardstock and I glue them as you saw there, but I don't stick the ends of the handle so I can adhere them later on to the box. I decided that it's more convenient to add any ribbon I want to add first and then the handle. It's just to make easy the ribbon threading on those little holes at the top of the box. That's the only reason. So this is a very basic box, but I really want to show you how to make it. From here you can use any paper, you can use any of these dies to die cut little pieces to embellish your box. The sky is the limit. But I like to show creative ways to use your dies, and I have a couple of fun ideas for you as well. You can use any die in your stash to create panels for this box as well if you feel that the decorative dies included in the set are not enough. And you can also use stamped images to customize these boxes as well. At this stage, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for this box, so I put it to a side and I start making some embellishments. And I already die cut a bunch of little flowers using these mini floral dies included in the kit. I use a stylus to give them shape, and then I overlap them like so. The tweezers included in the kit were very handy to do this because these flowers are tiny, super tiny. And I also added a sequin in the center of the little flowers. Also loving this little branch die cut created by the dies in the kit. So I made several flowers to be able to have them ready to decorate the projects I'm going to be sharing with you today. I also die cut this mini tag and sentiments with the dies included in the kit. And this will make a beautiful embellishment for the box, but you can also use it alone or on any other paper craft project. I keep playing with the kit, and the next project I want to share with you is a triangular box. When I die cut the panel using this die here, this die cut the whole piece. So to inlay that die cut there, all I have to do is to adhere a white piece of cardstock behind the panel like so, and we are ready to go. The next I'm going to do is to burnish over the scoring lines. I can do this just with my hand, or I can also use a bond folder. But what I want you to see here is how beautiful and smooth this cardstock look when it has been die cut and also scored. This is the paper included in the kit and is craft perfect texture cardstock. So I just fold over all the scoring lines and then I'm going to glue the side panels in place. Then again, all I have to do is to align the scoring lines, so I make sure that I'm gluing this box in the right way. Once I finish gluing the side panels, all I have to do is to close the box like so. I'm also using Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to glue this box together, and then I glue the top flaps of the box. You will notice that the top of this triangular box sits in place different than the pentagonal box because this is a narrower box. This has 3 panels and the pentagonal box has 5 panels. So all I have to do here is just to glue all the pieces together. I need to make sure that the seams of the box are totally aligned. And after doing this, I'm going to adhere the bottom of the box. And to do that, I'm going to use glue in this area here. And then I'm going to use just a glue dot to keep this flap closed. I haven't put anything inside, so I don't want to damage my box. And for sure, I'm going to need to open it later on to fit something inside because the top is very, very narrow. So the next thing I'm going to do is to embellish the box. I'm using here stamped images from Celebrate Life stamp set by Tonic Studios. I colored these images using Nuvo alcohol markers. I also have a video. I'm going to be linking that video in the video description to show you how super duper easy is to color any image using Nuvo alcohol markers. And I also noticed that this tiny sentiment will fit in that balloon, so I'm just going to glue it there. I'm also going to use some of the flowers I just create also with dies in this kit, and that's it. I just glue the handle in place, and I also decided to add a party hat on the bunny, and because I could not leave this project alone, I decided to change the twine for ribbon. I really think that the ribbon looks better. What do you think? So here I have another box made with the die set in the kit. But this box here has 4 panels and I use different cardstock colors. Here I have my pentagonal box. So you can see there the 3 different box designs you can create with the same die set. Okay, I could not let you go without making a couple of cards. So I use some of the scraps pieces of paper I have on my table, and I also partially die cut a card base to create a shaped card base. And I just decorate this mini card using small pieces of paper and die cuts. And I also had this idea to cut a door for this house using the tag die in the die set, but I decided to just leave a circular window there. Another idea I have for you today is to make a bow using these decorative dies included in the kit. And actually I really love that bow and how this turned out to be an embellishment for the pentagonal bows I made. I also made a super easy and simple card using the floral dies included in the kit, one of the sentiments, and also confetti and Nuvo drops. I also used another supplies by Tonic Studios, and all those supplies are listed in the video description. Now, if you are wondering how I made this little treat holder, well, you can use a circular die to create the head of the frog, and to make the body, I use one of the dies in the die set. For a super cool look, I use this die by Simon's Stamp called Picking Frog, and it will cut the face of the frog. With the legs of the frog, I use this die that is designed to make the handle of the box. So I just sandwich the head and the arms or the legs of the frog between two pieces of cardstock. I added wobbling eyes, and that's it. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and visit the blog for more ideas and inspiration. Check out the links in the video description because there is two videos for you there. One to show you how I use Nuvo alcohol markers, and the other one is to show you how I made this Christmas lantern box. There is also an exclusive 15% discount link to the USA and the UK Tonic Studios shops, and the discount applies at the checkout. It doesn't apply for the kit, but it applies for anything else on the shop. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!